if you've watched any of these social videos online about how to be charismatic, how to be cool, how to be mysterious, even if you're an introvert, then you've probably seen it. It's all these like faceless AI-generated schlock channels. And a piece of advice that so many of them parrot over and over again is to talk less. Now, if you don't know what that means, it basically means that you say next to nothing in social settings. And through that, you get other people to talk, and then you are there being like mysterious and cool, and people will be like, huh, that guy, he's so Sigma. He doesn't like yap. Man, I want to know what his deal is. And people will be intrigued by that. And it's said over and over again as this like Sigma male move that you can say nothing and then people will just know by your aura. And I tried it because over the weekend I got sick. It wasn't anything bad, just like the flu. But through then, I had an opportunity to do an experiment where I went to school, and because I pretty much physically could not speak, I was like, okay, I'll use this as an opportunity. I will now assume the Patrick Bateman vibe. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna make sure that I'm mewing the whole time. I'll be working on my grind. I'll be writing videos. I'll be doing my homework. I'll be working hard, serious face. So, putting this talk less piece of advice to the test, what did I achieve? A big, steaming pile of nothing. Yeah. Shockingly, speaking less in social settings such as school, classrooms, groups, it does not make you cool. In fact, it makes you absolutely an NPC, a face in the crowd that blends into the background. Nobody cares. Of course, some people who you're especially close with may say hi to you, but even then, when you barely interact, then you simply do not exist to them. This is when I realized the difference between us and the people that give this advice on those faceless, cowardly channels. They think that being quiet, being away from the rest, being disconnected, that's powerful. But we know different, okay? We don't want to be the one in the back that gets forgotten. We want to be memorable. We want to be seen, not by everybody, but at least by some people. And the way that you need to do that I need to do that, is by speaking. So, and I didn't just get this for myself. After this, I consulted this mentor of mine about why this whole talk less thing wasn't working. And he said something very, very interesting. He said that this whole talk less piece of advice only really works if you're in a one-to-one interaction. And especially when you're with somebody who is already interested in you. Then you can do the whole Sigma male, like, no, I don't really yap much, I just let them talk. But if you're in a group setting, when you talk less, you just kind of look like an autistic guy. Like you just kind of exist and don't contribute anything, so you get forgotten. So take this, for what it is. Talk less is not completely useless, but unless you're in a one-to-one situation, it's not going to get you anywhere. So if you do want to make an impression in social settings, you need to speak up. You need to move around, take up space, laugh, yell, whatever. Of course, don't do this in like an inappropriate way, but just do something that makes you stand out. And I've made a video about how to be social, like in the morning or when you don't feel like it. I'll link it here or here. And It basically explains how to at least get people to know you exist without making a big deal about it. And I hope this was helpful because this is something that I needed to learn. I desperately was trying to do this like cool silent type thing because it's easy for us as introverts to just sit and work. It's not easy for us to actually go talk to somebody, ask how their day was, give them a clean dap up. That stuff takes a bit of work. But let me tell you, it is absolutely worth it. The best interactions that I've had are ones that I had to start. But when I started them, then there was a flow. Like, you know how some people talk about flow state, how when you're working or when you're exercising, there's a point where you can almost lose track of everything because you're so into it. Those are the interactions that I've had. So if you want those as well, then this is how you get them, by speaking. Like, you think I would have had these if I had just done the whole talk less, be Sigma thing, where I just sit down and grind on my computer, okay? So if you're with me and the rest of us, then I'm sure you want the same. And don't let these AI slop channels that just parrot the same thing that they got from ChatGPT, then don't let those stop you. I hope this was helpful. Go to my Instagram. It's very cool, actually, if you think that is. And remember, take action, learn from failure. See ya.